So, today is the 23rd of March, 2020, and today was our last day of school. Even though it is Monday of week 8 of term 1. We've been told that it's possible that we won't go back to school for another 6 months.
It's the 24th of March, 2020, and I'm feeling kind of a bit, a bit lost.
It's the 25th of March 2020 and I'm feeling kind of bored and tired.
Today is March 26th, 2020, and I'm feeling a little bit sad. There's not many people outside, as you can see.
It is Friday the 27th of March 2020 and coronavirus is everywhere.
It is March 28th of 2020 and it is currently 9:46 p.m.
It's the 29th of March 2020 and I guess I'm feeling a little stressed and worried, but I'm trying to stay hopeful.
We have to do online learning now, and we're not allowed to go into big gatherings over 20 people. Everything's been closed: restaurants, cinemas, sporting events, festivals, places of worship. We weren't even allowed to have assemblies or house meetings or anything like that at school.
It's just kind of a weird lifestyle that we have to adapt to now, I feel. And it's just kind of like you understand that everyone is experiencing this and no one can see their friends, but still it hurts, and it's just hard when you can't see the people that you're so used to seeing every day, and it's just cut off.
Everybody's talking about it. It's not a thing that seems to be going away. Nobody knows anything about it, and the uncertainty is confusing, worrying.
I just got back from a drive because my dad was unable to come with me until tonight because he's been working really hard at the hospital because there's been an increase in corona cases. From yesterday to today, it's gone from 63 to 71, and that's just in 24 hours, which is really terrifying.
So I work in service at Coles, and it's just been crazy how many people are coming in. I did the morning shift today and people ran in as the doors opened, just went straight to the toilet paper and the hand sanitizer and the flour and the rice. It's just waves of panic. People are just stressed and there's not really much need for it at this stage. Coles is going to stay open, everything essential is staying open, so I guess that's a little strange to watch.
In the next 3 weeks, I was supposed to travel to Launceston in Tasmania so that I could compete at the Australian National Championships for hockey, and that got cancelled a week ago. It happened in a day.
Today was the first day of online school and I thought it was really different because we didn't see any of our friends today. At the same time, I thought it was easier because everything we needed was pretty much right there.
I mean, it could be a good chance to kind of reinvent yourself almost, kind of find what you like. But then again, you want to do most of these things with your friends. It's just so much more fun. But I mean, what can you do?
There's nothing we can do about it, honestly, and I would just say, just stay positive, and just be kind. Everyone's going through this right now, and being nasty isn't going to help anyone.
But it's also the new health rules that come in, it seems like every day. You gotta keep your distance, you've got to wash your hands, you've got to can't talk, be in contact with people too often. It's new, it's gonna take some adjustment, but we're managing and we'll get through it, I guess.
Last night, on Sunday night, within the hour, the borders to South Australia and WA was shut. Victoria announced that they were closing their schools. There was no unnecessary travel outside of Australia and outside of state borders.
If school wasn't so full on right now, I feel like I'd have more time to kind of pursue the hobbies that I've like picked up. Like I've been playing guitar more, doing like singing and like drawing and painting and kind of like self-care a bit, lighting some candles. But like, I don't know. It's just a really weird situation to be in, and it's so new, and it's like really uncharted territories, like what to do, because like at this point I feel like it's going to be like a few months in, well, isolation.
I don't know how to feel about it. I'm personally not worried at all for my own safety. I'm worried about people in the community, people all over the world who are more susceptible to it because they have weak immune systems, are elderly. I particularly know of certain people that do have weak immune systems, and I'm very worried about them. For example, my 13-year-old sister who only has one functioning lung. But the whole thing is just surreal to me. It doesn't feel real, and I don't think it really will until inevitably somebody I know will get it, and that is extremely worrying to me.
Practice good hygiene, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch others, and think about the elderly and younger children because they're not going to be as healthy as you are, and just take care of yourself and everyone around you, and hopefully everything will be fine very soon.
And they introduced online school this week. That's something new. It's it's not enough difference between homework and normal school, I guess. I'm not leaving my room, not leaving my pajamas.
Yeah, it's very stressful. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see my friends in the next 6 months. And with the fluidity of the situation and how fast it's moving, it's possible that I won't be able to leave my house in the next week if the city goes into lockdown. And that was scary for me because I live in New South Wales, and to go to school I go across the ACT border. So if the ACT border was shut, then that would mean that I'd be stuck outside with no contact to Canberra, really, physical contact that is. And it's just been a very scary couple of days.
I went for a walk yesterday with my friend, and honestly, it like you never realize how grateful you are for like the simple things in life, just like going for a walk around the block, walking the dog with your friend. Like you never realize how much it means to you until it's taken away.
The most annoying thing is kind of frustrating that we can't do anything about it except self-isolate and not see anybody, and it's like the whole world is literally shut down. Like society is broken. Nobody's functioning. Prime Minister is anyway.
Yeah, and I miss my friends, but FaceTime, Zoom, that's happening, so it's good.
We had to take all of the books out of our locker because we don't know when we're coming back to school. And the whole day was spent talking about what if and what would we do if that happened, or what if we don't come back to school after term 2. And it's all the what ifs that are so scary because you don't know what's going to happen. Nobody's told us what's going to happen. We don't know if this thing is going to last for the next 4 months, or if we're not going to be able to leave our homes for the next 18 months. So everyone's very stressed and very anxious about the world at the moment.
And luckily, I don't know anyone or know of anyone that has COVID-19 or is sick or anything, which is really, really good. But I know that there are so many people who have it, and there's so many people that have died from it and that are struggling from it. And even if you don't have it, you're still really, really impacted by it. Not only like physically living your life, but I know that it really impacts people's mental health and like staying inside and not kind of having that, social aspect of life. It's really hard for some people. I know it's really hard for me not having that, but I think it's really important to kind of keep in touch. Just try not to kind of cut yourself off from the world, even though it feels like that's what you have to do. But like, FaceTime your friends, text them, let them know that you're thinking of them, that you miss them.
My brother's stuck in South Australia. My sister's in Sydney. My dad's in Hong Kong. I don't know when the next time I'm going to see my dad is. Could be another year before I see him. So
I'm particularly also devastated for the countries that are going through it the worst, especially Italy. I know lots of people there up in Bergamo, north of Italy, who have told me about what's going on, and it's just really devastating.
I feel like this whole thing, we could have avoided so many months of loneliness if, I guess, the government either like shut the borders or shut the schools, shut more things earlier, and were more prepared kind of on a mass scale for what was going to happen. But I guess you can't really predict it, but I feel like definitely more could have been done to prevent such like mass kind of, not only hysteria, but isolation, and it's going to be mass infection rates and whatever.
yeah, it's very, very traumatic at the moment. But we've been encouraged to stay positive, and keep in contact with everyone, which I know I will. But just the little things that we won't be able to do anymore, going out for dinner on birthdays or going out to see the Brumbies or just go to hockey. All the sport's been cancelled. I don't have any outlet to play sport. So I guess it's just a really tough time for everyone right now, but just make sure, even though you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Like, just because you're physically by yourself does not mean that there aren't people that love you, there aren't people that care for you, there aren't people that care about what you're doing, what you're up to, how you're feeling. So I think at this point in time, it's more important than ever to like reach out, to talk to people and make sure that you feel supported and that your mental health is not being impacted by everything that's going on.
But yeah, this has been a pretty decent day. Everyone's holding up well, so that's really good.
I mean, the school is expecting us to kind of just carry on like nothing's happening. They're like, you still have TikTok. But yeah, which is really weird because something is happening, the entire world shut down. But I guess.
Trying times at the moment, yeah. Hopefully it'll get better.
But that's my little rant. I don't know how interesting or helpful or anything that was, but I think it's really important. Just remember that you're loved, that we're all going through this. Even though you feel alone, you're not alone. Reach out. There's so many people that care about you, and just we're all in this together, I guess. And just, I know it's really hard, but staying positive and maintaining a healthy, happy mindset is really crucial at this point in time. And throughout this whole, I guess, year, it's going to be really difficult, but kind of just making sure that you surround yourself with support and people that you can talk to. Yeah.
And I just want to say stay safe and healthy, and no, Coles doesn't have any toilet paper.